We're tracking developing news north of the city. A 19-year-old man is dead and another is fighting for their life in hospital. This after being shot by a police officer yesterday afternoon. Caryn Ceolin is at the scene in Innisfil. Caryn, what can you tell us about this investigation?
Well, Faiza, the province's police watchdog, has been on scene here throughout the night into the morning. What they are trying to determine is how things escalated to the point that officers responding yesterday afternoon to a family dispute, 4 officers end up discharging their firearms, what sounds like at the same time, striking 2 19-year-old men. So what we know is that South Simcoe police were called to this residence in Innisfil around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We're told when they arrived, the 2 19-year-old men were outside the residence. What transpired at that point is unclear. Police are, of course, providing very little detail about what happened and ultimately led to 4 officers discharging their firearms. Now, the 2 19-year-old men were both struck. They were taken to hospital in Barrie, where one was later pronounced dead. The other remains in critical condition this morning. They were airlifted to a hospital in Toronto, where they are currently fighting for their life. So again, not a lot of details. Police are not providing about the specifics of what transpired, but the SIU says that South Simcoe police was wearing, the officers were wearing body-worn cameras, and so they do expect that there will be footage to review. They're also looking to speak with the officers involved. Here's more on how that may transpire.
Subject officials, they are not legally obligated to speak with us or provide their notes. But the witness officers are, so they're compelled to cooperate with us and interview at their earliest convenience and also provide their notes. It's early in the process, but it's really in the evidence gathering stage, and there'll be a number of interviews that occur over the coming weeks.
So, Faiza, I have been speaking with neighbors throughout the morning who did not want to appear on camera. One of them told me he did hear the gunfire yesterday, but thought it was just firecrackers going off in the neighborhood, didn't think anything of it. Another man told me his wife was home at the time, and as things were unfolding on this street yesterday afternoon, police knocked on their door, told his wife to stay inside. Neighbors are, of course, understandably shaken about what has happened so close to home. They live in a quiet, fairly rural neighborhood, and many of them are concerned about the well-being of the family and the officers involved. It's unclear, of course, what ultimately led to 4 officers discharging their firearms. This is something that the Special Investigations Unit is, of course, investigating and looking into. This investigation may take some time, so it's unclear if we will get any immediate update today from the province's police watchdog as they have invoked their mandate, as they do anytime there is death or serious injury involved with police. Investigators, they are in the evidence gathering stage of this investigation right now, and it is expected that they will be here throughout the day.
Okay, a developing story we're watching closely right here on City News 24/7. Caryn Ceolin, thank you so much for your report.